Welcome my dear students. In this video, I will discuss the physical and chemical changes chapter 2 of class 8 ICSE board. Now, I would like to introduce this chapter with certain videos and the theme of this video. And in this video, we will see there are different type of changes in our surrounding which are slow, fast, reversible, irreversible, periodic, non-periodic, and illustrate these different changes occurring in nature with examples. So let's start. Change is a universal phenomena. Almost all substances undergo changes. While some changes are easy to detect, some are so small that they are difficult to identify. These changes have been taking place around us continuously, such as day and night, change of seasons, growth of plants and animals, ripening of fruits, burning of fuel, melting of ice, cooking of food, etc. The change can be natural and man-made, slow and fast, periodic and non-periodic, desirable and undesirable, small and large, reversible and irreversible, temporary and permanent, etc. All these changes are exciting and each one of them has a reason behind it. Since most of the changes are different in nature, it is necessary to study them in detail. So, we will see how these changes occurs surrounding us, and I will give you the easiest and shortest method and easiest and shortest notes in this video so that you will easily catch up the chapter and it will be very much helpful to gain good marks in your forthcoming examination. See, in this world, all the matter they are ever been changing. They having different type of chemical and physical changes. Each and every day you will come across it. Now, see, one of the example is the tea we make kitchen. This is I am going to discuss all the points in this chapter. First of all, see the type of changes. In this video, we will discuss four main type of changes. One is slow and fast, natural and man-made, reversible and irreversible, and periodic and non-periodic. And I will discuss one by one the changes in this video. Look, if you will see slow and fast changes, it may be divided into two parts. One is slow and one is fast. In slow changes, we may see a rusting of iron, formation of curd, child growing in adult. All these changes are known as slow changes. You know that in the process of this slow change, it takes long time. A pure iron will become rusting in heavy rain, having oxygen around it, and within certain time or within certain years it will get rusted. And formation of curd also takes a long time, and you know that a child grows into adult takes at least 15 to 16 years. After that, the fast changes. The burning of crackers, you know that the crackers you burns in certain festivals like Diwali and 26 December. These are the examples of one fast changes. Lighting bulb, switching on a fan, these are also one type of fast changes. Next we will see natural and man-made changes. Natural means it occurs naturally, and you will see here a picture of eruption of volcanoes. This is a natural process. Change of day and night also a natural process, and earthquake is also a natural process. But certain processes like cooking of food, jewelry from gold, and formation of steel, these are the man-made changes, because in this process men uses certain resources to achieve certain goods for his use, and in used to habituate in everyday life. In the reversible and irreversible process, we will see the examples are: in reversible process, water freezes into ice. Okay, you have already seen whenever you are drinking some cold drinks or some juice, you used to put some ices, and these ices comes from the water. And a very good example in your kitchen is the freezer. In freezer we used to make the ice cubes, and then ice melts to the water. This is also a reversible process, means whenever a matter changes into another matter and reversely it will change to same matter, then this process is known as reversible process. And we'll see in irreversible process, and examples are burning of paper. In this picture you see the paper is burning, and after burning it will become changes to the ashes, and it is a irreversible process because after getting the ashes we never find out the white paper, and likely the cooking of food is also a irreversible process. Now we will see in science all possible changes can be classified into physical and chemical changes, and we will find what are the main differences from these physical and chemical changes and chemical changes. So see here, one by one I will discuss. In physical changes, no new substances is formed, but opposite of it, in chemical change, new substances is formed. Means we already have discussed the changing of water into ice and ice into water, but in chemical changes, new substances like the curd being made from milk, but milk never be formed by changing of curd. Next, the change is temporary and reversible. In physical change, we will see the change is temporary. In certain time, it changes to state of matter, but it obviously can be reversible. But in chemical changes, the change is permanent and irreversible. Third point is there is no change in the mass during a physical change. Means total mass before the change will equal to mass get after the changes. But in chemical changes, the mass may be changed. If we take the example of iron, when it wet before the rusting, it will have certain mass, but after rusting it will obviously get lost and its weight become decreased from initial weight. There is usually no gain or no loss of energy as a result of physical change, but in the chemical change there is a usually exchange of energy takes place. Okay, now this may be written in this form and you will get already all the points, but in this difference table you will see the two different physical change and chemical change. If we see the definition of physical change, a change in which no new substances form and which can be reversed by reversing the condition is called physical change. And the definition of chemical change is a change in which new substances are formed and which can't be reversed by reversing the condition is called a chemical change. If we'll see the differences here, there are four differences. One is a physical change is temporary, but a chemical change is permanent. Second one, a physical change can be reversed by reversing the conditions. And second point of chemical change is a chemical change cannot be reversed by reversing the condition. Third point, no new substances are formed after a physical change, but in chemical change, new substances are formed after a chemical change. The fourth one, after a physical change, the mass of the substances doesn't change. And the fourth point is chemical change is after a chemical change, the mass of any individual substance changes. Now, look some examples. Some examples are a change in the state of matter are example of melting of ice, the freezing of ice, the vaporization of water, the condensation of water vapors, sublimations. And in the example of chemical change, the burning of coal and wood, the roasting of iron, the curdling of milk, the charring of sugar, photosynthesis in plant, the digestion of food. Like this, all the changes we have discussed in this video, and take a look on the certain question answer now. Objective type question from this lesson.